Welcome back. Welcome back. This is another quick one. I don't know if y'all know, but Sean Kingston and his mom was convicted for fraud. The singer Sean Kingston, and it's so sad because he shit. I think he got like 20 something years, and his mama got 5 years. And to see your mama getting jail time for fraud is I mean, I know he feels so bad. I know he feel really bad, but I think she got to do at least five. So this another quick video. Sean Kingston and mother, they was found guilty of fraudulently obtaining luxury watches and a car. Sean Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, have been convicted of federal wire fraud charges. A jury found the beautiful girl singer and his mom guilty of all charges against them during a 5-day trial, according to court documents reviewed by USA Today. They face one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud. Turner was remanded into U.S. Marshals custody, and the judge recommended her incarceration at the Miami Federal Detention Center until her sentencing. Kingston, whose real name is Kashawn Paul Anderson, will have his bond terms modified to include home detention with electronic monitoring with $200,000 cash to be turned over to the U.S. District Court of Southern Florida. Kingston, 35, and Turner are scheduled to be sentenced on July 11th. Each count has a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. Sean Kingston used celebrity status in fraud, never paid for cars or jewelry. According to the mother and son's July indictment, the duo conspired to commit wire fraud between April 2023 and March 2024. In other words, they showed intent to defraud and to obtain money and property by means. The indictment claimed Kingston and Turner sought to unjustly enrich themselves by falsely representing that they have executed bank wire or other monetary payment transfers as payment for vehicles, jewelry, and other goods. They were accused of keeping the items despite never paying for them. The U.S. Attorney's Office for Southern District of Florida. Why I keep saying California? Also alleges Kingston's leveraged his celebrity status and often persuaded his victim vendors to stray from their regular business practice and convince them to either supply or deliver their goods and service prior to receipt of full payment. Some of the ill-gotten gains included 3 watches, which involved fake wire transfers for 285,000 and 480,000, and $160,000 car and 40,000 worth of audio video equipment. The two still face state level charges in Florida, and their cases have yet to go to trial. They are accused of carrying out defrauding scheme, committing grand theft, and fraudulently using individuals' personal information to obtain services. From October 2023 through March 2024, the Broward Sheriff's Office alleges Kingston and his mother participated in a systematic, ongoing course of conduct with intent to defraud one or more persons. No! Or with intent to obtain property from one or more persons by false, fraudulent pretenses, representations, or promises or willful representations of future acts. Oh shoot, what I do with that pen? Oh man, Like, oh here it go. Dang, I had it in there. All right, let's see. I'm looking for this other article. Just give me a minute. Damn. All right. I'm looking for this other article. Just give me a minute. Come on, where is this article? Oh, I found it. I found it. Oh shit, that was King Charles. You know what? Wrong article. Oh, you know what? Let me just type it in. So Sean Kingston is preparing to be released from jail after he was taken into custody. According to TMZ, Kingston was arrested earlier and was required to pay $100,000 to remain on house arrest after he and his mother were found guilty of federal wire fraud last month. A judge deemed Turner a flight risk and took her into custody, but confined Kingston to home detention on the condition that he post a $100,000 cash bond. Mr. Kingston's bond has been posted and he is in the process of being released. Now, The mother and son was accused of scamming numerous victims out of luxury items, including jewelry, electronics, cars, and a massive micro LED TV. The items amounted to over $1 million. According to indictment, Kingston used his celebrity status to coerce sellers of luxury goods to deliver items before they were paid for. All right, I'm done with that. To July. Okay, mother. So I was right. Mother was sentenced to 5 years after they was found guilty. Turner received her sentence during a hearing in Miami federal court. A hearing on restitution is set for October. Turner apologized to the judge for her conduct after the hearing. I'm sorry, my intention was to keep my son afloat in this difficult industry. They used him and abused him. I am begging for mercy for me and my son. In a court filing dated July 19th and obtained by Rolling Stone, Janice Turner's lawyers asked Judge David Eslovitz to sentence her to only 30 months. Ms. Turner will go to prison. She has earned the prison sentence, wrote her attorneys in the filing. However, a sentence greater than 30 months is a waste of taxpayer resources. Hey, therapy. Based upon the history and characteristics of Ms. Turner. Her legal team argued that the punishment was excessive for a 62-year-old with a myriad of health issues and minimal criminal history, while also citing letters from supporters who called her a pillar in her community. Attorneys for Turner requested that the judge recommend that she be sent to federal prison as close as possible to Miami, stating that the love and support resulting from Ms. Turner's family and friends being able to visit her while in custody will allow her a greater chance of positive mark- marculation through the prison system. Per documents filed in U.S. court, Kingston and his mother allegedly took part in a scheme to defraud victim sellers of high-priced vehicles, jewelry, and other goods. The pair was accused of having enriched themselves by falsely representing that they had executed bank wire or other monetary payment, procuring over 1 million worth of property per the indictment. Wow. What'd you say? Right. That's right, therapy. And how long did he think he was going to be able to do that? And he didn't even pay for he just did fake wire fraud, wire taps, like he was sending them the money. I'm trying to get to this last article. I think this is gonna be my last, but it is. I ain't gonna be able to do nothing else. I'm so tired. Oh, I was wondering who that was. That's a doggone cat. Give me a minute. I'm trying to find this last article. Okay. Sean Keyson's mom receives prison sentence. What'd you say? They don't. Oh, what's the link? Okay, hold on. Let me drop it in one moment. Oh, hold on. Let me get the link. Oh, let me see. Okay, there go the link. The 63-year-old received her sentence several months after the jury found her guilty. They did over $1 million in fraud. But listen to this fraud. There go the link. Okay, now this is all the fraud. Kingston home was raided after Veer Entertainment sued him over an unpaid bill of $150,000 for an entertainment system. The lawsuit sparked an investigation that revealed Kingston failed to pay other major bills for expensive jewelry, like a Richard Mille watch that was $534,000 and a Petite Philip Calibre priced at $378,000. According to the indictment, Kingston and Turner were also on the hook for $200,000 from Bank of America, $160,000 for a luxury SUV, over $100,000 from First Republic Bank, and $86,000 from a custom-made bed manufacturer. Wow. Let me see if this one say anything differently. All right, let's get into some video. I dropped the link. He crying in court.
Yikes. A rough wake up call for Sean Kingston and his mother, who have both been convicted on federal wire fraud charges and now face literally decades behind bars. This is Scandal, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sierra Gillespie. You guys know Sean Kingston, specifically from his 2007 hit Beautiful Girls, which, to be honest, is very catchy. But there's a lyric from that song I wanted to point out for you all right now. In the second verse, he sings, which I'm not going to, he sings, quote, "When I went away for doing my first crime." Now, he sounds better as a singer as opposed to that dramatic reading, but I just wanted to point out that art does, in fact, sometimes mimic life. And in this case, that's exactly what's going to happen because Sean Kingston will get in prison, as will his mom, because they've been convicted on 5 federal charges. To back up just a second before we get too far into it, we got to talk about Sean Kingston. He's 35 years old right now, and his real name is Keyshawn Anderson. His mom is 62 years old. Her name is Janice Turner. And federal prosecutors say they worked together, collaborated on this wire fraud scheme for thousands of dollars. This all started with a civil suit, actually. It was brought by Ver Entertainment. And basically what the people there were saying is they were working with Sean Kingston. He wanted this sound
There's
system.
the link.
And Sean said, okay, if you guys give me a discount on this system when it's put into my home, I will give you promotional videos. I will be in them. And also one of my friends will be in them too, Justin Bieber. How can you guys pass that up? Me and Justin Bieber hanging out in promo videos for this company? Great. So Ver says, okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and give you the discount for all of this, give it to your home, whatever. He got it. However, Ver in their civil suit alleges that not only did they not get those promotional videos, including Justin Bieber and Sean Kingston, they also didn't get any payment for the product at all, like literally anything. So Ver wants their money, and they file a suit. And that's when things kind of get going. Investigators get a whiff of what is ahead, and they take a look. Pretty soon, some federal charges come down for both of them. 5, in fact, of wire fraud. And wire fraud exactly is in the interview, but basically prosecutors say that Sean Kingston and his mom were getting high-end vehicle luxury products and simply not paying for them. So what they would do is that Sean Kingston and his mom would just pretend that they paid for something, but money never exchanged hands. So they brought forward these fraudulent documents saying, hey, right here, we paid for this. We're already good to go. Let's have this luxury vehicle, jewelry, or other high-end products. And it turns out they had never paid. All of this happens last 2024. Wind back the clock. And in May last year,
wow.
I sat down.
I would feel so bad if my mama was going to end up in prison. Oh, shit. I did this. Oh, I know I'm sleepy. I don't. Let me hurry up and finish this so I can go to bed. Give me a minute to find this video. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. All right, let me see if I can find that I'm on that right date. Oh, shit, that's the wrong one. All right, come on now, so I can end this. I be having so much. Oh, he gone. All right, well, I ain't gonna worry about. Let me get to this next one. Sure, I'm not gonna be. Mm, mm, mm. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that's it for me tonight. All right, now let me see if I can find this one. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Kingston thrown in jail after bottom falls short.
This
Sean
City
Kingston was
Nash.
taken into custody after his legal team failed to produce $100,000 in cash required to maintain his bond agreement. Kingston was ordered in custody on April 10th after a judge ruled his legal team failed to deliver a key part for his bond, $100,000 in cash, derailing his attempt to remain on house arrest ahead of his sentencing. The 34-year-old singer, whose legal name is Keshawn Paul Anderson, appeared before U.S. Judge David Leibowitz for a brief 20-minute hearing where his defense admitted they couldn't meet the financial terms required to keep him out of jail. Despite efforts to secure the funds through family members, the cash portion of the bond remained unpaid. Kingston had been convicted of federal wire fraud on March 28th and was previously allowed to remain at home under electronic monitoring. That arrangement hinged on a layered bond agreement, $1,000 cash bond, and a $500,000 personal surety bond backed by real estate and other compliance conditions. God damn. All hip hop broke the news. The structure started to crumble when their surety was removed after her property was deemed insufficient. She was replaced by Rick property free of liens. His affidavit was accepted by the court without objection from prosecutors. Still, the missing $100,000 cash proved fatal to the deal. With that, Judge Leibowitz ordered Kingston into custody of the United States Marshal Service. Kingston's sentencing is scheduled for July 11, 2020. Janice Turner is also behind bars following her conviction in the same fraud case. Man, prosecutors allege the two orchestrated the scheme involving fake wire transfers to obtain $1 million in luxury goods, including alcohol. Wire fraud carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. Kingston will remain in federal custody until his.
Wow. So he couldn't even. Shoot, he had a hard time paying 100,000. Bond.
This is what I be saying about these illegal immigrants. You don't get how deep that shit goes. They used to scamming. That's what I be telling people. They not us.
Oh yeah.
They not us at all. Like, we don't even move like that. Somebody with common sense don't move like that. You know? Like, why would you even think about it? And his mama was in on it. That means notice
Right,
that.
that's the sad part.
No, that ain't sad. That's it. That's the whole thing about when I told you when they get the real dad out the way, this is what happens when they live around the mama. You get it? I ain't saying all cases, but most. Are you getting where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Cause he have bitch made mentality. He think he can just do that and nothing gonna happen. Lock their ass up.
Well,
You and your goddamn mama.
they in prison.
That's
She in
what they
prison
supposed
too.
but
She
that's what
got
he's supposed
5 years,
but
and
that's
she's
what he's
63 years old. So
fucker. That's what he's supposed to be. You kept the daddy away from around his kid. And look how y'all ended up. And that's what's about to happen in my case. You waited till you get that old to be that stupid and do dumb shit. That's what I'm telling people.
yeah,
This nigga and his mama, when you keep the real dad out the way and do everything to do that, this is what happens. Look at how Pac went out. His mama lied to him like his daddy was dead. And people act like she didn't say that shit. And he went on a fucking rampage. And look how that happened.
yeah,
This you get what I'm saying? Like people want to understand other things. They don't understand how important it is to have both parents with a kid, even if y'all not together. This is a prime example of a mama
right.
being over the child and not have that daddy influence. The real daddy, not no nigga that's fucking them. You know what I mean?
Right, I got. Mm-hmm.
This is a prime example. Look how Tupac went out. His mama straight up lied and said that his daddy was dead. He was like, and look how he reacted to that. All Pac was doing was listening to what his mama was saying, but his mama was lying to him the whole time, and people act like they didn't catch that. That bothers me about people. Even though Pac was a motherfucker on the mic, but he had a lot of frustration because his mama lied to him, and nobody's talking about
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah,
And look how this nigga and his mama doing. They are professional scammers. Sean Kingston and his mama are professional scammers. And then they're not foundational black Americans. Like, this is what they do. They don't think about doing shit right. They always thinking about scamming. You
well,
get
yeah,
it?
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
What am I missing something, or do you think
No, you're not missing
I'm missing
anything.
something?
You on the money.
Because notice they never talk about the daddy when they in these situations. It's always the mama, right?
I agree with that.
Like, look at it. Notice they never said one word about where's Sean Kingston daddy. So that means she did everything to keep the daddy away from around that kid. And look what
Pretty
happened.
much.
So you get what I'm saying with that.
I do. I said, yeah.
I ain't look, girl. I'm just sitting up here vibing with you. You know what I'm talking about? Just sitting up here vibing with you. But don't you think it's kind of weird when these women and their son or their daughter, it's always the woman and their kid doing dumb shit like this. And you never see the real dad say nothing.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's weird? I'm
Yeah,
just
I
asking.
do. But that means, yeah, I agree with you. That just means the dad wasn't in his life. That's all.
But do you think it's by choice or by force?
We don't know. Because every
Most of the
situation
time.
ain't by force.
No, you know, 9 times out of 10, the dad don't be around because they use the stake to go against the motherfucker. And you be like, man, fuck it. I'm just tired of fighting this bitch about this shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
at that point, it becomes the woman problem, and then she cry wolf. But then when you cry wolf, this is what happens. You and your son in jail for what? Scamming. Who taught him that? Her.
His, well, no, that's not true.
Where did he,
His friend.
no, where did he learn how to do that? From her. That's why they both in jail. That's not what you think. Why are they in jail? You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
He didn't learn that from nobody else but her, right? Or am I missing something?
You right. I'm trying to find this last video
Which one is that
because
one?
I'm sleepy.
Which one is
I'm
the
just
last
staying on
video?
Sean Kingston.
But don't you
This one is Sean Kingston.
thank you for having me on your show as always. You know that, right?
Oh, you
Thank you.
welcome.
And I appreciate you.
You welcome.
If ain't nobody told you today or in many years, I love you if don't nobody else do. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, if ain't nobody told you in years or the day or yesterday, God damn it, I love you. If don't nobody else say it. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
And I really do mean that because a lot of people don't hear, damn, I love you. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
me, shit, I'm sure I'm the only one that done told you I love you in years or decades and mean that
Uh,
shit. And you just not meeting me, but you know I mean that shit. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
What people missing. This nigga and his mama in jail because they kept the father out the picture, if that makes sense. Cause
Yeah.
you notice in these stories, the father is never up there. It's always the mama, right?
Yeah. Well,
Why is nobody
I'm about to end this. I'm
okay?
falling
Well, you can
asleep.
go.
I'm tired. Look, y'all,
Hey, you
like,
can
share,
go. You can go. I just wanted to get up here with you real quick. That's
I
all.
appreciate you. I do. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, y'all. Hit the like button. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, because
Hey,
I'm
look,
so
I
tired.
appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I got much love for you. That's already.
Thank you. I appreciate you as well. All right, y'all. Good night.